Welcome. It's so great to have you guys listening to us today. We have a fabulous guest today. Her name is Angela Dunz. And Angela has been working for 4+ years as a LinkedIn consultant, strategist, and social media manager. And as a former marketing director, an MBA grad, and an entrepreneur herself, she has a really keen sense of how LinkedIn can fit into your goals and strategies for online networking. Whether you're using LinkedIn for career development, attracting recruiters, or ideal employers, or just keeping your contacts warm, Angela can help you formulate a plan to amplify your efforts. She has also written and contributed to the curricula for entrepreneurs and job speakers at the Renaissance Center, YMCA, and Marin Professionals. She has cross-generation mentorship programs that are also that she is accomplished and passionate about. She is the author of a soon-to-be published book, Conversations with Skunks. I'd be really interested to hear about that as a publisher. Conversations with Skunks. She's been a teacher, a mentor, a coach, and curriculum designer on 4 continents. And she's also very active in speaking around the Bay Area. So you might catch her up there in addition to this podcast. She speaks on LinkedIn, marketing, co-generational collaboration, and negotiation. And she is a former rock climbing guide and enjoys travel, writing, hiking, kayaking, NFL football, and gardening. A girl after my own heart with all that kayaking. So welcome today to Angela Dunz.
Welcome. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be with you today.
Yes, thank you. I'm really excited to have Angela because she and I have been talking a lot about the changes that are going on social media, and particularly the ones that are going on Facebook, and the need for entrepreneurs to be on multiple platforms and getting more familiar with LinkedIn, because Facebook and LinkedIn work so differently. So I'm really excited to have you on here today and talk a little bit about what you do with people over on LinkedIn.
Well, I work with 2 different markets. I work mostly with small businesses and solopreneurs, helping them get their profile optimized so that they get found for the right thing, and then helping them with a little bit of their strategy. Once you have a great profile, what are you going to do with it? What's the purpose of that? What's it good for? And then my other market is corporations, and I do ongoing content marketing for larger organizations, from CEOs, CMOs, company page profiles, to do lead generation for them.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And you bring up content generation is so important no matter what platform you're on. So that's really great. So how is LinkedIn content a little bit different from Facebook content?
Well, it's kind of, a lot of that stuff is merging these days, but the really good rule of thumb for LinkedIn is keep it professional. You want to make it personal. Nobody is on LinkedIn to be pitched to. People can see a pitch from 10 miles away, and you might shoot yourself in the foot so bad no one will ever look at your stuff again. So on LinkedIn, the etiquette is you want to add value. You want to be providing something that might be informational. You want to allow people to get to know who you are personality-wise and as a professional in a way that's comfortable to them. So it's entertain me, educate me, inspire me, tell me something I don't already know in a way that's interesting and brief.
So very true. How many times has someone sent you an invite on LinkedIn, and the minute you say yes, you have an inbox with an invite to connect with them, let me find out about your publishing needs, and I don't know, there's even been, are you single, can we date?
I just asked someone today that did that to me. And, I just always send them a brief note and I say, I'd rather get to know you before you start pitching me. Please don't ever contact me again. And this is not the way LinkedIn is supposed to work.
Oh, good for you, because I don't do that over on Facebook, even though I'm a Facebook expert. And I really should sometimes just say enough, learn how to use this right and maybe we can talk. So good for you. Good for you. Very ballsy, girl. So what's the biggest mistake you see people out there making on LinkedIn?
Oh my God, just avoiding it altogether. The way algorithms and search optimization is set up right now, unless you have a really well optimized website, I mean, someone's working on it week by week, keeping up with the algorithms for the optimization and keywords that are trending. Most people, if they Google your name, they're going to find your LinkedIn profile first, not your website. So me as a LinkedIn consultant, I think that's an incredible opportunity, because who has control of your LinkedIn profile?
You do.
How easy is the access to change things and keep it up to date on your LinkedIn profile? It's not like you have to call a web developer and make all kinds of decisions. You can try things out very quickly, see if they work, and then change it if you feel different the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So LinkedIn is an incredible opportunity for you to reach your target market or multiple target markets by using the correct optimization. And most people, last week was so incredible. Every conversation that I had, it would go something like this. I've been on LinkedIn for 6 years, 10 years, 4 years, but I really don't know what to do with it. And I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't understand it. That was every conversation last week.
Uh-huh.
Everybody feels like they're late to the party, they're underdressed, and they just don't know how to act.
Right.
So it's not something that people are alone. People have avoided it for years, and now they're deciding it's not going to go away. It's a tremendous opportunity. And how can I get up to speed tomorrow?
Right. And I think one of the reasons people have not used it as well as they've used Facebook as well is the ad targeting on LinkedIn is not as good as Facebook. But that definitely may change because of the radical changes that happened on Facebook August 15th. They cut out about 3/4 of their targeting mechanisms on Facebook. So now you really have to look at where is the better place for lead generation, Facebook or LinkedIn?
And what's really interesting is that paid advertising on LinkedIn does not work that well. I have yet to meet someone that tells me that it's effective. What I do for lead generation is all free. Free company pages, content marketing strategies that don't include paid ads, and it works great for lead generation.
That's awesome. So if I had a brand new profile, or even if I have a profile, which I do, what are some of the things that people consistently miss that they should have done on that profile?
Background photo, number one.
Background photo.
Background photo is behind your profile photo. So
Oh.
there's that space that has those blue little dots that are connected to each other. It's supposed to simulate being connected to other people. That profile shot here in the Bay Area, I mean, we're kind of at ground zero for social media, so people will judge you for the tiniest little things. That is part of your lead generation strategy. I have a friend who's a copy editor. He bought a cheap box of number 2 lead pencils, threw them on the wooden kitchen table, took a photo of that and popped it in as a background. What does that do for him? It gives him credibility off the bat. Of course he's a copy editor. There's the number 2 lead pencils. You've begun the emotional connection and the credibility.
Wow, who knew? I guess I'll throw a bunch of books on the floor and take a picture of them.
There you go. Yes, the stacks and stacks of them next to your bed or something.
Yeah.
A comfortable reading chair, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't really read in bed. I sleep in bed.
Good for you.
Yes, I try to get all the everything out of there. So, all those things.
Oh, that's awesome.
So what are some other things that people typically don't do well on their profiles?
Number 2 would be optimizing your unique URL on LinkedIn.
Oh.
Most people allow it. LinkedIn will assign you random numbers and letters after your name. It's just really randomly chosen. So it might be your name, it might be your full name, but then it's buried with all these numbers and letters and asterisks and blah, blah, blah. And so when somebody types in your name after they meet you at a networking event, it's going to be difficult to find you, especially if you're Barbara Smith.
Yes.
So being able to customize your unique URL so that people can find you easily is another one that people miss.
Okay, that one I have done. They do that well over on Facebook as well when you have communities and
business pages, yeah.
Pages. So that kind of translates over. What another one? What's another big mistake?
Really ignoring the optimization. Most people, when I talk to solopreneurs, small businesses, they really don't know who their target market is.
I agree with that.
And so, and they really haven't taken the time to consciously think about who it is they're trying to attract with their social media strategies. And until you get a focus, you're not going to reach anyone. And so really thinking about what are your key words. You know, the coaching space is so oversaturated here in the Bay Area. And so how do you choose a coach for anything? And so if you've got some special words that are your own words, you want to make sure that you're using those and optimizing your profile so people understand exactly what you do. Oh, you're a coach. Oh, there's no clarity in that. You really have to tell me what is the result that you're going to bring me. What is the problem that you solve? What particularly is it that you can do for me? No one cares how much experience you have until they know how you can help them.
Right.
So the optimization is everything. Do you help people? If you're a life coach, do you help people with their relationships? Or do you help them get rid of blocks so that they can achieve the things they want at work?
Mm-hmm.
It's, it could be anything. Or are you a business coach? Do you help people with setting up their systems? Do you help them figure out what their programs and packages are? What exactly is your sweet spot? No one wants to talk to you until they know what you can do. Ambiguity is just, generic is the kiss of death on LinkedIn.
Yes. Well, I think just about anywhere you have to have those. And life coach, we've actually done some testing around that word life coach, and people don't care for the term life coach.
Not at all.
Because they, as one person put it, oh, is this someone who decided to hang out a shingle and tell me what to do with my life? So,
yes.
It just doesn't, there are so many people out there calling themselves life coaches that putting yourself in as a life coach may not be your best path.
Right. Or a performance coach. A lot of that stuff just doesn't work anymore. It doesn't.
Performance coach is another one. Performance where? Am I an athlete? Do I have a business? Am I, not following up? I love Debbie Hoffman. I think I just introduced you guys. The Power Up Your Follow-Up. That tells you everything about what she does.
I have a friend who is he's a business coach, and he amp up your business badassery.
But what does he do?
He does business coaching. I mean, he really helps you with, what is your business?
Okay.
What are you doing with it? Who are you talking to? So it really is more clarity and focus so that you can just do what you do and not worry about the structure underneath you.
Right. Yeah, no, I definitely get that. So what about putting video on LinkedIn?
Video's it. It's all it. Video is great. And, a lot of LinkedIn is it's a funny platform because it's a professional platform, but if the things that you put up there are too polished and too professional, you lose some credibility.
Yes, all of social media is like that.
So having, it like Facebook Live, that is something that's really raw and gritty and honest and in the moment and that you're passionate about is going to be 10 times more successful than something you spend hours trying to produce.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree with that. Even interviews like this, I tell people coming in, what happens here, it stays here. I don't edit. And I just had a YouTube professional a couple of weeks ago that I interviewed, and she's like, no, you should never do that. And I'm like, yes, because people love that.
Yes.
They really like it when you're authentic and you stumble over someone's bio like I just did. It makes you human.
Right.
I think as entrepreneurs, we understand that there's a lot of humanness and a lot of we mess up, and people want to see it. Nobody wants that person who's perfect. And I did 6 figures in 6 months and it was so darn easy and you can do it too.
Yeah, next.
Yeah, because we all know, ours that have been in business for a while, that doesn't happen.
Okay, there's some lies in there somewhere.
Exactly. So you have a free gift for us today. How can people find that free gift?
So my URL is customized on LinkedIn. So if you type in Angela Dunz, D-U-N-Z, you should go right to my profile.
So do they go, let me just ask real quick. So they go to www.linkedin.com/Angela Dunz, right?
They could do that, or what's easier is to use the search bar on the upper left-hand corner in the toolbar on the top, and just type in my name. LinkedIn is super case sensitive, so please capitalize the first letters of both names.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, it's hypersensitive to capitalization and all sorts of things. So capital ANGELA, capital DUNZ in the top search bar. When you get to my profile, go to my summary, click see more, and there'll be 3 documents at the bottom of my profile, or the summary for my profile, that you can download. One of them is a checklist. A lot of people don't know what all the different categories are for sections on your profile, and they are not using all of them. Mm-hmm. And that's just more SEO. It's more density. It's more findability, the more sections that you add, and it's a checklist. So once you get one done, you get to check it off. And some people feel really good about being able to do that sort of thing. Yeah. The second one is a writing activity. Most of us really struggle with writing about ourselves and promo for ourselves. So this is designed with some great questions to really get you to think about some of that juicy material that people are looking for in your summary. Instead of blah, 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 I have 15 years experience and blah, blah, that sort of thing. It's like, what are you passionate about? Mm-hmm. What are you the most proud about? What is the situation with a client that was really challenging and you turned it completely around? Now, I can see myself in that story if I'm looking for what you've got. Mm-hmm. So the writing activity is the second thing. And then the third thing is a 2-page document on ideas and tips for lead generation. Oh, wow. Okay.
Definitely what a lot of us need on social media as well. Is there anything relating to content?
Not yet. Okay. No. I'm going to be working on an optimization checklist, all the different things that you need to do on your profile so that it's fully optimized. Mm-hmm. And then also, when you write the summary, I have 2 formulas for how it can be written so that it's super effective. So what should the first paragraph be? What should the second paragraph be? And then, you can ad lib from there, but these are the key elements that each of those pieces needs to have.
Awesome. So now you guys know where to find Angela over on LinkedIn. So thank you so much for being here today and talking a little bit about it. I'm definitely going to go over and do something with that second image. I didn't even know it was there, so I better get something done. Great. Thank you.
Such a pleasure to be with you today and everyone else that's online. Thank you so much, Juliet.
You're welcome.